Namaste. Namaste, India. My name is Emmanuel. I'm a chef. I'm based in Singapore. I'm Singaporean, actually. Okay, I wasn't born here, but I've been here for over 20 years now, and I'm originally from Belgium. I've traveled extensively, could say that, prior to settling down into the Lion City. My wife and I arrived here in 1999, and we opened Saint-Pierre in 2000. Saint-Pierre is a contemporary restaurant, French restaurant, with Asian influences. Saint-Pierre holds 2 Michelin stars. And when I say Asian influences, I think mainly Japanese influences, because we also run another restaurant. It's called Shokua. It's also a 2 Michelin star restaurant, but this one is an edome sushi, so very much more classical Japanese. However, my specialty is French cooking. I started about 35 years ago. I started as a dishwasher, to be very honest. I was not too interested with the food back then. It was more the atmosphere in the kitchen, the discipline, the teamwork. That was really something which attracted me a lot. And then after that, the ingredients came, obviously. But really, that atmosphere, that bending of people together was really what started me. It's about ingredients. My job is simple. I just need to source the very best ingredients, and therefore my food is simple: 2 or 3 ingredients to put together. I would say at first it seems simple. It seems like an easy thing to do, but the simpler as you go, actually, the harder it is, because you've got nothing to hide. All your ingredients need to be perfect. Your techniques need to be perfect. Your presentation need to be pristine, and that's how we focus, and it's how we work today. A few amazing people. I'm very fortunate. During my professional life, I had the privilege to work with and collaborate with many great chefs from whom I've learned a lot, just been inspired by them, to be honest. The list is long, but if I need to name a few, I would say maybe the first one coming to my mind would be Hideaki Matsuo. Matsuo-san is a 3 Michelin star chef from Kashiwaya in Osaka. And I remember him coming into the kitchen in Saint-Pierre, and first thing he did was open his big bag, and I was expecting ingredients or equipment. The only thing he had was white cotton cloth, and everything he was touching, he would take the cloth and wipe the dish, wipe the pot. It brought a beautiful zen, a beautiful smooth atmosphere in the kitchen working with him. Another chef which also inspired me a lot is Alain Passard. I was very fortunate to do an interview with him back, 2004, 2005, when his restaurant just turned, he had dropped meat from his menu. And I remember him saying 2 things to me. He said, "When I removed the dead bodies from my chopping board, my kitchen became so much more quiet." And that, back then, I'm vegetarian today. I was not vegetarian back then. I was like, not sure about this. He said something else. He said, a chef will find his real core, his real being, after 50 years old. And I was much younger back then, and I couldn't understand. And what he was saying is that until you reach that kind of age, you have a lot of influence from different people. So you are not really yourself. You are yourself plus the influence of that guy, the influence of that guy, the influence of that guy. And it takes a little bit of experience and, I would say, maturity to really find who you truly are. Okay, if I think of something just like now, I'm working on fermentation, specifically on bread and sourdough. I've always looked for new ideas. I wouldn't say a health freak, but I've always been very deeply interested with health and food, or health through food. The new concept coming up right now is called WOW noodles. We call them WOW. It's a 0 starch noodle, so it's pure protein and fibers. So it's something which, again, if a lot of people in Asia love to eat noodles, and it's full of carbs, so it's a little bit of a problem. So this is a new project which we are working on, to have carbless noodles for people with diabetes or things like this. One of the things which also inspires me a lot is my yoga practice. It's my hobby. You ask about my hobby. I'm a yogi, or I try to be at least. I've been practicing for about 15 years now, teaching for over 10, and that really changed a little bit the way I'm doing things. I'm much quieter in the kitchen today. It's something which is, when you enter my kitchen, you will not see like me screaming or people screaming, not only me. It's something which is very important to me. I'm happiest at work, when there's music, but it's not like super loud, heavy thing. It can be like nice and smooth things. My kitchen needs to be clean, neat, organized. That's the kind of atmosphere I like to work in. And, that kind of smooth energy running through. I don't really have a favorite recipe. I love to work with a lot of things, specifically vegetables. We have a dish which I really like. It's been with us for a couple of years now, and it's a tomato and avocado dish. Like really simple. We use the very best tomato we can find. It's called Amela tomatoes. They come from Japan, specifically from Hokkaido, and they're quite small, very, very, very sweet. And what we do with them, we just present half of it. So we burn the skin with a blowtorch to give a little bit flavor and just peel the skin. That's all the treatment done to the tomato. Pinch of salt, that's it. The other half of the tomato is pressed, and overnight we let it drip to extract the water, the juice if you prefer. And that's pretty much it. We do a small layer of avocado on top. And when we put a puree of avocado, the little dots, which is scented with yuzu kosho, that's yuzu kosho is like a fermented pepper with citrus, and that lifts a little bit on the, well, obviously on the acidity, but also on the spice. Very, very simple dish. Yeah, I'm excited to work with Chef Connect. Today it's important that everybody try to help each other, mainly with the current COVID situation, which is a little bit of a disaster for the world and in our industry as well. A lot of chefs, a lot of things have happened to restaurants and to all the tourist industry, hotels. We are pretty much all suffering about this, and whatever little bit I can do to help is always what excites me.